I guess I'm going to start a little project here. I'm going to be deinstalling my old, cheaper HID kit, which I've already shortened and whatever. So anyway, always more trouble adding something different. So I'm going with a Morimoto, the H55 watt HID kit for a motorcycle. Two different sizes, and this is kind of what came in all the packaging. Is 150 bucks. Hopefully this will be brighter. I'll be able to see a little bit better. I haven't been able to do a HID on my high beam because I've always had trouble with it burning out. Hopefully this will fix the problem, and I'll kind of walk you through the installation. Alright, so I pulled my old HID kit, pretty easy. I started installing, they call these guys the igniters. So I have two of them, one for the low, one for the high. What I ended up doing was just making sure I had enough room. I think I have enough room right here, so I'm going to end up strapping or something to this one, and this guy will go to this one. Ran the wires down my harness. Just kind of zip tied them. Now what I end up doing on these ends is, these are the ground wires. They're a bit long for what I need, so I'm going to end up cutting them about here so I can run them to this bolt here and ground. I also cut off their fuse that goes to the battery. The only reason I did that is, let's see if I can get you a little bit of light here. So I cut and spliced in a wire, soldered it, and then I used marine grade heat shrink that has glue inside of it just to seal that thing. So I have the wires, I ran them long, I don't have ends on them at the moment, but what I'm going to be going to is a Eastern Beaver fuse block which sits on top of the battery, and I have several switched fuses that I can use. That way I don't have all these guys, and I'm going to end up getting rid of a lot of these. They just kind of take up space, so hopefully it'll save some room. So now I'm going to end up cutting these guys, get them wired and grounded, and then I'll come back in the next step. Okay, so I've got the wiring in, pretty happy. Now I got the ballast mounted. Now the one trouble I did have in some other kits is that the headlight actually fits very tight. There's not much room, so hopefully I won't have to move any of this stuff, but the likelihood is I probably will have to. I've got everything zip tied together. Everything is labeled pretty well by them. You know what goes to the ballast. These guys are 3-prong, these are only 2, so you can't really mess them up. Yeah, everything is looking good so far. I actually do like the amount of wires that are up here. On the cheaper kits, there's a whole bundle of wire that sits up front, but this one, granted, you do have these boxes which get in the way a little bit, but something to work around. Not much you can do. And then next we'll be working on plugging into the headlights. Granted, I also got to hide this guy, so next is figuring out where in the heck I'm going to put these, and hopefully not hit the signals or anything like that. I do like that they actually put connections that will connect to the stock bulb. See if I can find the other one. Yeah, no. I don't know, there's another one somewhere. Oh, here we go, hiding on me. So this guy here, so they will actually plug into the stock bulbs. You don't have to cut wires, that's nice. These, I like how the headlights actually snap onto the bulbs or the sockets there. Everything is very nice, I think. Much better than the cheaper kits. Ended up hiding these right in this area, zip tied them there.